Hello friends, welcome back to my channel IT Parivar. So guys, if you are trying to join your PC to domain, okay, and if your Windows machine or server is failing to join the domain, and if it is showing the specified domain either does not exist or could not be contacted, okay, so this video is exactly for you. Okay, let's fix this. Okay, I'll show you step by step each and everything, okay, how you can fix that. Okay, we need to do some troubleshooting here. Okay, so let me close this for now. Okay, and this is my client machine, okay, to which I am trying to join to domain, and this is my server. This is my Active Directory domain controller, or you can say Active Directory domain server. Okay, where you can see I have 1 second. I'm trying to show you the Active Directory status here. So what you need to check first, okay, let's try to discuss first about that. Okay, so first you need to check, okay, on client machine to which you are trying to join to the machine. Okay, you need to check if your domain is reachable from your PC, from your client machine or not, right? So you need to ping my DC name is DC1. Okay, as this is not joined to the domain, this PC is not joined yet to the domain, so you need to ping to IP. Okay, domain IP. So my domain IP is 10.10.11. okay, you can see it's reachable. Pinging means it's reachable. Okay, let's do nslookup nslookup. Okay, DC, you can see it's saying dc1.itparivar.local cannot be found. Okay, means on this machine I have used this IP 10.10.11, which is my domain controller IP. Okay, let me show you here also. Let me go to the local server, and you can see here computer name is DC1, okay, and domain name is itparivar.local, and IP is this 10.10.11. Same, you can check it from here. You can go to the CMD and type here or IP config. Okay, you can see IP is 10.10.11. okay, so my domain controller IP is 10.10.11, and this IP is reachable from the client machine also, right? So what we need to check first, let's do step by step. We need to open firewall.cpl. okay, even this domain controller is reachable from the client machine, as this is pinging. Okay, so there should not be a firewall issue, but it's if you are not able to ping to your domain controller, okay, you need to check this firewall setting, turn Windows firewall on or off. So all should be off. Okay, it is already off, so let's say okay and close. Now you need to check if your domain controller IP is configured as a primary on client machine, means machine to which you are trying to join to the domain. Okay, so you need to go here, right click, open network and sharing center, then go to change adapter setting and right click, properties. Okay, IPv4 properties, and you can see here use the following DNS server address. Preferred DNS is 10.10.11. that is my domain controller IP, that is my domain IP. Okay, so we are good with this for now. Okay, let's close it. Okay, now what you need to check, from client machine we are able to ping this domain controller IP Okay, we are firewall is okay. This IP domain controller IP is configured as a primary DNS, as a preferred DNS on client machine. So one need to check another thing. Now you need to check on domain controller, okay, on your DC or your Active Directory server, right, which is configured as a primary. Okay, so you need to check on that domain controller which IP is configured as a primary domain control, primary DNS on client machine, right? So I have only this which is configured to client machine as a preferred DNS or primary DNS. But if in your case, if you are using multiple domain controller, and if you have multiple domain controller and domain, right, so you need to check that domain controller status. Okay, so you need to go to the domain controller. Okay, type here cmd. Okay, first you need to check if your DC is resolving itself or not, right? So you need to do nslookup, and as my DC name is DC1, so I'm going to do nslookup to DC1. Here you can see it is saying dc1.itparivar.local can't find DC1. Okay, I was trying to show you one thing. That is why I was initially trying to open our Active Directory users and computers. Let me reopen this. Okay, or we can check it from here also. You can see my domain name is itparivar.local. Okay, and same we can validate from Active Directory users and computers. Okay, so you can see this domain controller DC1 is not able to resolve itself, right? That means maybe something is wrong with the DNS. What we need to do is we need to open server manager here, need to open DNS. Okay, DNS. Here we need to check if we have a host record or host A record for this domain controller or not, right? And we have to check few more things, right? So if I'll go to this zone itparivar.local, right, as our domain name is itparivar.local, so we'll go to the itparivar.local zone. Here you can see DC1 record is existing, right? Our domain controller name is DC1, so DC1 record is here. We have few other NS record also, right? What we need to check other things. Sometimes due to SRV record issue, we will not be able to join the domain. Okay, and we'll maybe get the same error, right? So we can go expand this. We can go to TCP. Here you can see we have a SRV record. Okay, so we have a SRV record. If not, then we need to maybe create it manually, or just we need to stop the net logon service and restart. It will be created automatically if there will not be any other issues, right? So here, as we validated, we have a survey record, we have a host record for this DC also, but still we are not able to, this DC is still not able to resolve itself, right? So now what we'll check here, okay, we'll either click here by going to server manager, click to computer name, DC name. Okay, once you'll click here, you will be redirected to the computer name here, right? So you need to click on change, okay, and then say okay. Once you will say okay, then it will redirect you here. Then you have to click on more. Okay, and here you can see primary DNS suffix of this computer is blank, right? Maybe due to this DC is not able to resolve itself, right? So primary DNS suffix of this computer will be what? Your domain name. So in my case, the domain name is itparivar.local. Okay, you can click this, select this, change primary DNS suffix when the domain membership change. Means this, if this machine or any machine which will be joined to the different domain, it will automatically update here. Okay, now we need to say okay, then okay, and okay, close and restart. Now let me show you one more thing before restart. Okay, you can do the same step. You can do the same settings, same changes from here. You can open File Explorer on domain controller or server and go to properties, this PC properties, change settings, and then you'll be redirected to the same. So you can either go from here or you can directly go from the server manager. Okay, by clicking on the here computer name. Okay, you will be redirected here automatically. Okay, now let's restart is pending, so let's restart this server, this domain controller. Okay, continue. It is showing restarting. We need to wait for maybe few seconds, few minutes, as it is taking some time. Okay, so till now what we have validated, right? Like we have checked firewall is off, client machine is able to reach to domain controller, it's pinging, and yeah, it's restarted. And even DNS, we have a DNS record for the domain controller. Okay, and we have a SRV record also. We have other name server record. Okay, NS record, right? So from DNS point of view, I mean, it's okay, right? So if in your case, if DNS is okay, I mean, if you have a DNS record, all record like SRV record, if SRV record is not missing, okay, and you have a host A record for the domain controller, okay, and if you have a NS record also, I mean DNS, if DNS is working properly, okay, you need to check this setting. This is something different, right? But sometimes this will fix the issue. So let's try to connect now, as we have restarted the server. Now we'll try to log in to the server, to the domain controller. Okay, let me log in here. I am trying to access this domain controller remotely. Once we will be able to log in, first we'll check, right, if DC is resolving itself or not, right? Because on client machine we are getting error, either DC does not exist, okay, or could not be contacted, right? So first the reason was like DC was not resolving itself. That is why we were getting the error. DC, I mean domain controller not be contacted or not exist. Okay, so first now let's see if it is resolving. Okay, let's go to CMD and do nslookup to DC1, as my DC name is DC1. So let's do, you can see now it is resolving. Last time it was saying, before the changes, I mean it was saying could not cannot be found or not existing, right? Now let's try to join the machine, client machine, to this domain. Okay, let me minimize this, and I have installed VMware workstation on this just for the testing purpose, and I have created a test machine here only, right? So we'll join the same machine to the domain. Let's resume. It is restoring, as we have restarted the domain controller, so it's restoring. Okay, it's restored now. Let's try to join this. Let me do it in full screen mode. Okay, we'll go to properties. Okay, then change setting. Okay, and then click to change and click here, and let's type here domain name IT Parivar. Okay, IT Parivar or IT Parivar.local. Okay, say okay. Type here administrator account or domain admin account. Okay, say okay. Let's see now. It will take some time as it will try to contact to domain controller, and it will try to authenticate. Here you can see welcome to the IT Parivar domain. Now we are able to join this machine to the domain, right? So guys, I hope it's clear to you now. If you will get an error like domain controller could not be contacted or not exist, okay, you can fix this issue by changing the primary DNS suffix on domain controller if it is not resolving to itself. Okay, or if you have any missing DNS record. So as we checked, DNS record was already there, all record was existing. Okay, so we found there was no primary DNS suffix on the domain controller. That is why it was even not resolving to itself, right? So just to fix this issue, in this video what we did, we just changed the primary DNS suffix as a domain name, right? And then the issue was got fixed. So guys, I hope this video will be helpful for you, and if this really helpful for you, I'll request you to please subscribe my channel IT Parivar, just to support me, just to motivate me, and click on the bell icon so that whenever I'll upload the new videos, you will get the notification. Thanks for watching IT Parivar. Bye bye.